Hi, I'm Angel Livas, the founder of The Woman Behind the Business. We're a nonprofit based in Washington, D.C., and we believe in bridging the gap between women entrepreneurs on an international level. We have webinars, we have a radio show called The Woman Behind the Business Talk Show, which airs on 96.3 FM HD4, and we do a regular spotlight in the Washington Informer. Every week you can find out about different women entrepreneurs across the Washington, D.C. area. I would love for you to learn more about our organization. You can check us out at wbbtalk.com, and there you will also find out information about our international retreat taking place in Nassau, Bahamas, November 24th through 28th. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook as well at wbbtalk.
So, Angel, why did you start The Woman Behind the Business?
The Woman Behind the Business was started to really bridge the gap for women to collaborate and work together. Right now, there's less than 1% of women entrepreneurs who do business on an international level, and there's like 95% of women entrepreneurs are solopreneurs. So there's so many of us out here doing everything on our own, but we're not necessarily figuring out how we can work together. And so under the Obama administration, President Obama was trying to really encourage business owners to do work and extend your work beyond borders. And like I said, that figure of less than 1%, I found it to be very astonishing. So I really wanted to do my part and say, okay, well, what can I do? Like, I love to travel and I love, learning about other cultures and things like that. So I picked the lowest hanging fruit. I traveled to Bahamas quite a bit and said, okay, well, what kind of relationships can I start to form with that country? And then that's how we really started going into the Bahamas, hosting events, and then, like I mentioned before, our annual retreat. So
how do you foster that collaboration between businesses? What does that look like?
So it looks like we have panel conversations where we do something called WBB Talks, where we get together at the City Club of Washington. We have networking, so it might be 100 ladies that come out and just network where they're sharing their experiences with one another, getting to know what services this woman offers and how this one can provide a product that can help that woman-owned business. And then we have a panel conversation that precedes that. It's all about just making the connections. And my goal is always to just get everybody in the room, get everybody to talk. Because I find that when you share your experiences, when you engage with other people, you just never know where that relationship will take you.
How long have you guys been doing this?
So The Woman Behind the Business was started in 2016. So last year, our retreat was our 1-year anniversary. So we're going into our 2nd year.
What are your big goals for this year? What do you want to get done by December 31st?
So our biggest goals are to really create an opportunity for women on a national and international level to be able to hear from one another. So some of the things that we've already done, we launched our radio show that airs on 96.3 HD4 that comes on every day at 9 a.m. And on the show, we always have 2 women, for the most part, come on and share what they're doing, how they got there. And I think it's really important to share your story. I can't express that enough. And so for me to have a platform available for women entrepreneurs where they can go, they can share their story, and they can hear from other women and learn from their experiences. So that's the first thing. The second thing was the newspaper. So we have a relationship with the Washington Informer. So I definitely encourage everybody to get a Washington Informer where we're able to spotlight women entrepreneurs, because there aren't really newspapers that spotlight women in business specifically, just like a women's section, whereas in the Bahamas there is. Another goal of ours is a webinar, to create a regular webinar series for training the different women who need and want to, one, build their professional development, but also their personal development, because when you're in those environments, you're also connecting and forming relationships with the people there. And lastly, we have a relationship with the University of the Bahamas. So we will be doing a seminar in the Bahamas in October. So really rallying and bringing our women back down to the Bahamas to collaborate and teach students all about entrepreneurship as well. And then our retreat. So I mean, our biggest goals is just to increase our membership, let everyone know what we're doing, why we're doing it. At the end of the day, it's really about the relationships. And I mean, it's amazing. Since our retreat, one of the ladies told me, "Oh, there's been over $1 million exchanged in people collaborating with one another." When you are the person that's responsible for building this relationship, and now they're buying into the vision, they see the benefits of it. That to me is what makes the woman behind the business different, but also very powerful.
What hard lessons have you learned since you started?
Hard lessons that I've learned. So I think the biggest lesson is having a clear-cut understanding that when you can't do everything yourself. Understanding that you need a team. You need people that you can rely on, and you also have to trust that some things you have to let go of. A lot of times, as women, we are, I don't want to say controlling, but we like to take ownership of what we believe, and we've kind of are the visionaries behind. And I've learned that you can only go so far when you do that, and so you really have to expand personally, where you can trust, like, okay, I can give this to this person and I'm going to trust that they're going to do it to the best of their ability. I'm going to give this to this person. And then you can start to see things open up even more so. So that's one of the larger lessons that I had to learn.
Okay. So for any women for whom this sounds great and they'd like to participate, where do they start?
So you can learn more about the women behind the business by joining us online at wbbtalk.com. There you can learn about our different programming. You can see information from our events from last year, our retreat. You can get registered for this year's retreat and learn more about that, as well as hear our radio program. Our podcast is available through our website, and we're going to be changing some things up in regards to how you become a member and things. But right now, we just want people to know what we're doing, why the Women Behind the Business is awesome. And we welcome new women to definitely join and be a part.
Angel, thank you so much for joining me.
No, thank you for having me.